Hi there! Well, it's July and we have more events from 1700 to 1775, starting with July 1st, 1747, Battle at Lafayette witnesses the French forces defeat a British army and Dutch army in what is today Belgium during the Austrian War of Succession. July 3rd, 1720, Sweden and Denmark sign a peace treaty between the two. 1754, George Washington, as a colonel, surrenders to the French, gives or hands over for necessity during the Seven Years' War. 1767, Norway's oldest newspaper, still in print, the Adresseavisen, is founded on the day, and on the same day, Pitcairn Island is discovered by midshipman Robert Pitcairn on an expeditionary voyage in the Pacific. This same voyage is commanded by Philip Carteret, or in 1775, George Washington takes command of the Continental Army at Cambridge, Massachusetts. July 4th, 1708, Battle of Hallowitsen, or Hallowitsen, Swedish King Charles XII defeats superior Russian forces in a surprising victory for the Swedish. 1754, very same event, George Washington gives for necessity to the French and their native allies. 1774, Orangetown Resolution adopted in the province of New York, one of many protests against the British Parliament's coercive acts. July 5th, 1715, Ottoman troops stormed the citadel of Acrocorinth and the Peloponnese. A large portion of the population are massacred, the rest are sold into slavery. This inspired Lord Byron's poem, The Siege of Corinth. 1770, the first day, a three-day naval battle of Chesma, between the Russian and Ottoman empires off the coast of Anatolia. It's won by the Russian forces. 1775, Second Continental Congress drafts the Olive Branch Petition to King George III to prevent further tensions. July 6, 1775, Congress issues the Declaration of the Causes and Necessities of Taking Up Arms. It is written by Thomas Jefferson and John Dickinson and lists American grievances, denying any intentions to be independent from Great Britain at the time. July 7th, 1713, Handel's The Te Deum and Jubilate, is officially premiering in a Thanksgiving service celebrating the Treaty of Utrecht. 1742, Battle of Bloody Marsh, Spanish forces assault British colonial forces in Simon's Island, or is it Simon's Island, in Georgia, and are repelled. 1745, Bonnie Prince Charlie boards the French ship de Calais at Saint Nazaire, accompanied by the warship Elizabeth bound for Scotland. 1753, British Parliament grants Jewish citizenship. 1754, King's College in New York City opens. It is later renamed Columbia College. 1768, the firm of Johann Buddenbrook is founded in Thomas Moons. And in July 18th, July 8th, 1709, Battle of Poltava, the Russian defeat Swedes It signals the end of the Swedish Empire as a major power in Europe. 1716, the Great Northern War, Battle of Dynekelen, a Danish-Norwegian force under Peter Tordenskjold traps and defeats the Swedish forces. 1731, theologian Jonathan Edwards preaches his sermon, God Glorified in Man's Dependence. In Boston, a published sermon. 1741, Jonathan Edwards preaches perhaps the most famous of all American sermons, Sinners in the Hands of the Angry God. At Enfield, Connecticut, part of the Great Awakening that occurs. 1758, British and colonial forces make an assault on the French at Ticonderoga. July 9th, 1745, the Du Tillet and the Elizabeth battled HMS Lion, escaping after 107 killed on both sides. 1755, Battle of Fort Duquesne. French troops repelled British advance. On the same day, British General Edward Braddock, mortally wounded in the battle during the French and Indian War. 1766, British Premier Marquis of Rockingham resigns from his position. July 10th, 1739, King George II authorizes the Admiralty Board to seek maritime reprisals against the Spanish in Spain during the War of Jenkins' Ear. 1746, Scotland's Bonnie Prince Charlie flees in disguise to the Isle of Skye. 1762, Louis Francois Roubliac's monument to George Frederick Handel at Westminster Abbey in London, England. 1775, Horatio Gates issues an order excluding blacks from the Continental Army. That definitely comes back to haunt them. July 11th, 1708, battle at Oudenarde. The Great Alliance defeats the French. 1740, Jews are expelled from Little Russia by the order of Tsarina Anne. July 12th, 1700, Gelderland accepts the Gregorian calendar. 1704, Stanislaw Leszczyk becomes part of Poland. Let's see, it's Leszczyński, which becomes part of Poland. There's another region. In 1705, Ottoman army under Al Hussein ibn Ali proclaims himself the Bey of Tunis, founding the Husainid dynasty. 1730, Lorenzo Corsini is chosen or elected as Pope Clemens XII. 1771, the HMS Endeavour, captained by James Cook with Joseph Banks on board, returns from the first voyage to the Pacific after 2 years. 1774, citizens of Carlisle, Pennsylvania, pass a symbolic Declaration of Independence. On the same day, Cossack leader Emilian Prokofyev's army occupies Kazan. On July 13th, 1700, Treaty of Constantinople establishes peace after Russo-Turkish War. On 1772, Cook begins his second voyage to the South Seas aboard the HMS Resolution to search for Terra Australis. Well, that's all for now. You have a good one. Bye.